Devin Haney takes jabs at Ryan Garcia the day his fight was announced with Javier Fortuna. He says, you could have been fighting for the title. Why are you doing another title eliminator? These are some of the questions that Mr. Haney has. We're going to talk about on this side, the real side. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Make sure you click the link in the description to get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an awesome browser extension to help you level up your content. I've been using TubeBuddy for years on the channel. It served me very well. I started off with 0 subscribers like everybody else, and I built my channel up, and TubeBuddy has been a great tool for doing that. With TubeBuddy, you can share your YouTube videos at the right time and place and just optimize your videos so you can make money from your YouTube channel. Who doesn't want to make money? So optimize your YouTube videos, earn more views by using TubeBuddy regardless of the genre that you're in. It doesn't matter if it's boxing, cooking, makeup. Click the link, get TubeBuddy. It does help the channel when you guys click on that, but more importantly, it'll get you a leg up on the competition. Let's go. Now, Devin Haney on his verified page, let's get right into that. It was official. I made a video. Follow me for the latest and greatest in boxing. I do this daily. If you want your boxing news, and I'm the best at it, you know, just come over to the channel. Come to Death Row. Garcia versus Fortuna, Friday, July 9th. It looks like they were trying to stay away. Conor McGregor was originally fighting. I don't know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is that? He was originally fighting July 10th. I don't know if he's still fighting because it looks like there's some commotion between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. They're beefing off of, I guess, an old bet. Conor McGregor was supposed to pay where Poirier is from, pay a bet and a debt. If he were to lose, he was supposed to pay $500K to a charity. Anyway, the two are beefing, so I don't know what they're doing for July 10th. So they scheduled the Ryan Garcia Fortuna fight on a Friday. You know, not necessarily, you don't get as many big fights on Friday, but it is what it is. This is what DAZN is trying to do. I made a video about that. It says Ryan Garcia is back. Devin Haney has questions. He says, yo, let's not forget Ryan is fighting another title eliminator when he could have easily been fighting for the title. And he put the crying emoji, and you guys will see he also put ducks. So he said he's ducking the smoke, and he's questioning like, yo, this is for the WBC interim title eliminator. You're fighting him, but you could have just fought me because you became the mandatory by beating Luke Campbell. That is a very valid point. To me, that doesn't make sense either. Let's continue with Devin Haney's his opinions, and then I'll get to some of Ego's opinions. I thought he said he wanted a big fight with Pacquiao or Tank. Duck. #cap. Now listen. In my recent videos, funny enough, ironically enough, I made a video on Monday saying, hey, where was Ryan Garcia's announcement? He said he had an announcement last week on Tuesday, early in the week. The announcement never came. The day after I did the video, now they announced the fight, as you guys see in this video. And if you go to the DAZN page. So it's funny, you know, we're making waves, making noise. People pay attention to what is being said by King Ego. Now, Ryan Garcia Fortuna, I've already said my opinion. Fortuna is a good fighter, and he's definitely a threat. This is a tough fight for anyone at lightweight. Fortuna arguably beat Robert Easter. Me, Ego, I don't have a problem with the fight. I don't have a problem with the fight. Please print that, mark that down. I actually think it's a good fight. I like Javier Fortuna. I know his camp, you know what I'm saying, or people in his camp, and it's a good fight. Fortuna talk that talk. He's a no-nonsense, rugged fighter. It's a good fight. No beef with that. But my only problem is the cappage. And that's kind of what Devin Haney's saying, and this is what I said in my previous videos. Ryan Garcia did a lot of wolfing and said he was fighting Gervonta Davis. That's what he said. He said 2 rounds. He went on Mike Tyson. He was kind of instigating. He said, hey, Tank. Ryan, he's talking all this trash. He's talking a lot of about you, right? And Mike did all that, hyped it up. Ryan starts standing up. Oh, you're going to need a Stairmaster, boy. And he did interviews with TMZ and all this stuff saying 2 rounds and holding up 2 rounds. And then 2 weeks later, he said he's fighting somebody else. He said he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. So people was like, okay, damn, you're going to fight the legend himself, Manny Pacquiao? Okay. And Pacquiao wasn't saying much, but Ryan was like, "Oh, is he back? Oh, that's ain't. Who is that? Who's good? Hold on. I think he got rid of. Listen, I think Ryan got rid of Twitter. He said it was like they blocked him or something. I don't know what happened. He didn't verify his account. But anyway, Ryan said he was fighting Pacquiao. That we know didn't happen. They were talking about fighting in somebody's backyard. It didn't happen. Long story short, it didn't happen. So that was another attempt to manifest or laws of attraction a fight that your team wasn't on board with or couldn't get done or whatever you want to call. So now when you're seeing people like myself and Devin Haney now bring this up and Devin Haney's taunting Ryan Garcia, you just got to hold that L. You got to hold that L, sir, because you are the one that hype people up for these falsehood fights when in actuality, you have to say it's cap because you're fighting Fortuna. Now, again, I like the Fortuna fight, but I also would have liked the fight with Gervonta Davis too, you know, and that's obviously a bigger blockbuster fight. And a Pacquiao fight, I wasn't really, you know, I didn't need to see that because I really am very firm. I know what would happen if they had a real fight with real rules and all that and non-exhibition. You know, there were points where it was talked about as an exhibition, maybe a pro fight. But I didn't really need to see that. But that, too, would have been a bigger fight. And if someone keeps talking about it and saying they're fighting them, then, yeah, I do want to see it. I want to see it rather than a bunch of cap. So hopefully Ryan Garcia learns heavy is the head that holds the crown. You got a lot of followers. People are paying attention. You're a celebrity. So, you know, just be careful what you put out. I mean, Ryan can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to. He could be like, who are you? You're just some YouTuber. I've made it. I don't care. I'm just telling you what my opinion is. It's a bad look for anybody in this digital age and digital space when what they say doesn't come true. Now, the other thing is, I hope the winner of this fight with Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna fights Devin Haney. Haney's fighting Linares. These are both steps up in their careers. Devin's fighting Ryan, Bob Arum, Teofimo. They all said Devin need to fight a top 10. All of a sudden, everybody, it turns into Bill Haney, and they turn into Devin Haney's matchmaker. And they tell him what he has to do to earn them, like they're Pacquiao's and Mayweather's and Cotto's and De La Hoya's, like they just been in the game. You know, to me, that's bull. You know, and that's not what boxing is founded upon. Like back in the day, you had bad blood with Oscar and Fernando Vargas. The two didn't like each other. The two wanted to prove something. They had a chip on their shoulder. Fernando Vargas, being the dog that he is, he just wanted to fight. You know, when De La Hoya was being taunted by Ricardo Mayorga, same thing. Mayorga didn't like him. De La Hoya didn't appreciate it. So they had to settle in the ring. Now all of a sudden, it's a lot of politics. It's a lot of like chest puffing and Twitter fingers and stuff like that. People are, instead of Devin ain't this and that, and people say he's the email, Gmail, Yahoo, AOL Messenger champ and all this goofy stuff. But what about fighting him? Real boxing fans, and I'm not just saying this because I'm from the Bay Area, he from the Bay Area. That's just an extra added bonus. But real boxing fans don't care about all that filth, flooring, and filth. If you the man, get him out the picture. He pulled up. Look, here's a picture. See, smash the like button. I speak the realest gospel in this boxing game. There's him and his dad. They did it the fighter way, right? It was respectful. They didn't disrespect him. Ryan fought in Texas against Luke Campbell. Tough fight. Came through on the other end, stopped Luke Campbell. A lot of people, including myself, gave Ryan a lot of credit. And then after, they pulled up saying, we want to smoke. So Ryan Garcia says, I can't fight Haney because I got bigger fights. I'm fighting Pacquiao and I'm fighting Gervonta, none of which are happening. And we now know that Ego Stradamus strikes again. So it's a bad look for Teofimo, Ryan, Bob Arum, whoever else, until someone fights Devin Haney. Like nobody, he has money. You know, you can't really say nobody knows who he is. He's popular. He had a fight with Gamboa, and Jay-Z, who's a billionaire, called him after the fight, and they had video footage of Jay-Z like congratulating him on his win and staying undefeated. So you can't say nobody knows him. You can't say he doesn't have skill. So people are running out of excuses. The walls are closing in. He's fighting Linares, who's a former champion, and everybody so loved Linares when he was fighting Lomachenko and dropping him, and when he was fighting Luke Campbell, who Ryan Garcia just beat. So love it when Devin Haney fights him and beats him. And now it's a top 10 guy. These young guys got to rumble. Like Muhammad Ali said, rumble, young man, rumble. So I can't wait. Devin Haney, he seems ready. He's calling out for the big fights. Listen, it's about win, lose, or draw. He called for Lomachenko fight. All that Gmail champion stuff sounds ridiculous because at the end of the day, Lomachenko, he didn't have to win the belt by the email. Lomachenko should have manned up and said, yo, this kid, he calling me, let me sun him real quick, like Mayweather did to Canelo. You know, Canelo got to the positioning, be it popularity or be it ranking, you know what I mean? Then you got to see that man. And if you don't want to see that man and defeat that man, then fans aren't going to go for that, oh, he's a fake champion. If he was so fake, you should have fought him, right? Because Errol Spence was gunning for Kell Brook at the time, and Kell Brook had a million excuses initially as to why he had bigger fish to fry and why he wasn't checking for Errol Spence. He was saying that Errol Spence he's like, he doesn't understand why Americans are rating Errol Spence so heavily and highly, why he's so praised. He's the new Jeff Lacy. He's Jeff Lacy 2.0. And he was, I guess, supposed to be Kawasaki. And long story short, Errol went to his backyard, beat him up, punctured his eye or whatever, swole up his other eye from the Golovkin fight, being a southpaw, and he's been a champion ever since. So once again, new media, digital mob, Ego's Army, we do not fall for the clout. We don't fall for the clout chase because using that same type of formula, Kell Brook was trying to front on Errol Spence at welterweight way back when. And guess what? When it actually came time to fight, Errol Spence went to Sheffield. So basically, realistically, and Errol fought for the chocolate brownie title, and he fought for the IBF belt, and he beat the man. So that's what someone got to do to Devin Haney. You got to fight him. You got to beat him. Show us that he ain't ready. Show us he's not the truth. Show us he's a fake champion. You do that in the ring, though, not on Twitter, not on Instagram. Boxing fans got to stand up. Why are people trying to make this the new norm? You know what I mean? We already have enough promoters in the game and networks and stuff. How about the fans stay fans and just push for the fights like I'm doing? I must be the greatest. So Ryan Garcia, it's a good fight with Fortuna, but again, he's going to get the flack because at the end of the day, he said he was fighting two other bigger fights, and we know that's not happening. So it is what it is. If that's not happening, then that means Ryan was capping. So hopefully Ryan learns, and in the future, he gets with his team. It's a real easy fix. The kid has talent. The kid has power. He has speed. Women like him. He has a lot of upside. He has to do, work on his defense and a couple things, but he got the fan base. It's an easy fix. Ryan Garcia should buy himself out of his contract if he thinks he makes the rules and he can't come to terms with the plan that Golden Boy has for him, or he should get with this team before he makes announcements, period. That's why, notice I don't ever delete nothing. I don't delete videos. I don't delete Instagram posts. I never delete anything. But Ryan Garcia, where he posted, it was right around here, he posted that he was fighting Pacquiao. It has since been hidden or deleted. It's archived or deleted. You know why? Because it was cap. So people would have been all in the comment section like, you lied, or they might have been doing that and putting those type of comments. So he deleted or hid the post, right? Even this is cap because you're not fighting him. He's going to be announced on the Showtime schedule, Gervonta Davis, likely against Mario Barrios, and you're fighting Javier Fortuna. So, we got to get boxing back to what it really is. Why, don't use somebody else's name for the whole promotion and then do the old switcheroo. Oh, I'm fighting Fortuna. Ha, psych. But the whole promotion was about you and Pacquiao in 2 rounds with Gervonta. And then you fighting someone who is a good fighter, and I'm telling you that, but the casuals may not know about Javier Fortuna. So again, this is why it becomes a bad look. Just my thoughts. Use my link to get TubeBuddy. Take your channel to the next level. You can optimize your videos and a lot of other features. ESPN Plus, use that link. I promise this year I will take my channel to the next level, and you guys will see, and hopefully you support. If you love what I'm doing, support in the various ways. Hit the like button, all that. We working latest and greatest. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.